kind of funny. I just recently cleaned this table up and it's already looking like a hot mess. So I got stuff down to hopefully work on more things. Oh, I made an egregious error. I was going to work on some other stuff today and didn't realize that I had an Etsy order that's due yesterday. I thought I had like another day or two because these ones on the Etsy shop, I have it set for like I get a week to prep these things. Everything else is about 3 days because I generally have them printed. These guys, on the other hand, I don't always have these printed, so I just push the day out for these in case I have to print. Problem is, uh, the buyer bought some of these, but they bought them after the order, so they aren't actually on the order. So I only had a couple days, so that was my bad. So I'm gonna try to get these done tonight. So I figure I never actually set up my beams on the channel, so we could work on that. It might get a little loud because when I'm sanding and drilling and stuff down here, I use a shop vac to suck up the resin powder, so it's not flying all over the place. And I got a few beams I got to do that with. Hey, Neo. So I got the 54 ground beam. Again, all these are on the Etsy, link in the description. I 3D print these. I made the files myself. So we got the ground beam. I wish I had a Godzilla to show you outside of the big X Plus hanging on the table. Oh, actually I do. Because one of the commissions I was planning on working on was this dude. Got a -0 Super 7, but I'm gonna review it first and then work on the commission. But he needs more gray on it because this chest region and stuff's missing a lot of paint. And the same with the face, like the scar could be a little bit brighter. But this is supposed to be, it can sit on the table and then be in the monster's mouth, and then it'll kind of balance itself without a beam. Size for monster arts, so, well, 54 specifically. That's why it's also translucent. So there's that. This one's actually the -1 beam, which goes in the mouth. I gotta do a little bit of drilling, but this one's like specifically meant for the monster arts, but seems to work all right. Right? It's hard to like take the human and just like the Super Smash Brothers hands. Got the legendary beam. This one I have to do quite a bit of sanding around the tip because some of these files, they weren't perfect when I printed them, so I tend to do a little bit of sanding and prep work myself. So we got those. I'm actually trying to finish curing them right now, so these are going to be fun. This is my Heisei beam. A little bit comic booky style with the little frills on the end. Also doesn't fit because the tip's rounded. It needs to be flatter, so I got to work on that. And then the two other fun ones, we got a Hedorah one. This one requires some sticky tack to put on the face, or to put on the figure, but it just kind of sits above the eye. And then a Gigan one, which thankfully, since he's ordering the Gigan one, you get made a little clip for this to rest into, which also kind of works for the Hedorah beam too. Cost reasons, I only give it with the Gigan, but it is what it is. Hey, Art. Yeah, I was hoping to get around to this guy today, but I still gotta do the video review, so that'll be hopefully tomorrow. So if I go live tomorrow, I might work on this a little bit. So I gotta figure out exactly how I'm doing the grays on this guy. Also got to heat up the spines so they can kind of reset. Actually, I could probably do that while we're sitting here. Sometimes when you use heat, It'll kind of fix the things by itself. You'll see here like that this one's already kind of straightened. It's kind of like magic. You'll see that one there that's super bent. I think that one's just kind of like it, but that one's pretty soft. Oh, to be honest, I haven't messed with it yet. I pretty much got it out of the box to make sure everything was cool. And then, ew, I think I see your problem. I don't think the ball joint's long enough, is what it looks like. Ooh, it's actually shaving plastic off in here too. That's scary. Because sometimes with these, they tend to shift outward. You heat this up real quick just to double check. Okay, so it's in. So, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of glad I canceled this order. So the problem here, one, I think that's kind of shallow. It should probably be a little bit more recessed in here. And I think that a lot of that is to kind of go with why this is halfway out. I feel like I'm not getting in there as far as I need to. Which my thought there is just removing some plastic around here so that there's just more space for the ball joint to rest. I could try that. There's no guarantee because, man, that's kind of annoying about the plastic here because it's actually kind of hard. I think this would be kind of soft plastic here. Weird choices. Weird choices. Because the figure feels kind of like it's softer plastic. Well, not softer plastic, but a different plastic that's more lenient for flexibility and heat. This here's hard as a rock. Means it doesn't flex very much. I don't get why we did that for this in particular. I wonder how hard this is to shave on the X-Acto blade. So I just had one. I was working on a hat for my wife. I know I have one hanging around here. Okay, not too hard. Probably helps that I soften this up quite a bit. So I'm just taking the X-Acto blade and just kind of going around here just to give it a little bit more space. Make sure you have to heat it up more. Fun thing is I'm going to fix this and then be in the review and have to probably pop this live stream into the video. This is probably the best case scenario. If this doesn't work, I would probably have to just redo the joint period for it to fix. Oh no, I lost my cut. There it is. I would say this gives me the best margin of success. I would generally recommend always cut away from yourself, but it's kind of harder to do it with this kind of setup anyways. I don't want to remove too much because Some of this tail's got to show when it's posing. Actually, I do not have the Deacon figure. I never really grabbed any of the Prometheus stuff, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know why. I have like everything else alien. I have Covenants. I got the Protomorph and Neomorph. Neomorph, is that what the little one's called? Little white dude. All right, move some plastic. See if they get something to pop in there a little bit better. You like it? I think it's still on our Redbubble. I don't think we've ever really sold one. I've given some away. At some point, I got to redo shirts. Oh, I was excited. It's in there better. Not better enough. I can definitely get away with removing some more plastic. I think a lot of it has to do with just the way the tail's shaped. I'm going to try to take off a little bit more. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to figure that out. Nah, 200? No. No. Like, at the price, I think it's fine. So far, Tails sucks. The tail's just not very good on this thing. Whew, that was almost bad. And the tail is... Not the tail. The paint job is kind of hit and miss. I can tell you right now. Because that's one of the reasons why it's here, is eyes are getting repainted. I'm going to touch up the grays on it. Honestly, this one's eyes aren't that bad, though. They're a little googly. Teeth look solid. Oh, glad we got you in the alien. I'm just glad we could, like, just randomly help people in general that might not be, like, quite into stuff. And then get into our little weird niche. Because between R&S and I, we like a lot of random things. But then again, some of the same stuff. Especially with, like, our anime obsession and what have you. I'm going to be honest, I don't think the tail goes in any farther. As I remove quite a bit of plastic, I feel like I'm getting about the same depth. It stays in better, but I think this is too shallow on the inside here, because it's only kind of holding the ball in. So that sucks. Granted, I was gonna say it stays in there okay, but a little bit of force is gonna pop that bad boy back out. Honestly, you could probably get away with gluing it in if you really want it to stay in. Because since it's double ball jointed, this will still shift. Yeah, I think it's just a bad socket. Because it's definitely got the freedom there, but it's just not much really here to keep it in. Yeah, it's kind of the one thing I've been having problems with, like some of these Super 7s, is you'll get some bangers, like the Destroy, like the Destroyer wave was best wave they've ever done. And then you get this one, which is like a much, I don't know when it was developed in the whole process of making the action figures. Like this maybe was something that they did earlier, but it feels like we kind of regressed a little bit on this. In terms of like the way the tail's assembled. Honestly, I kind of like the upper body. But it's not even like that superposable of a figure, because like this entire waist is just all one piece. Like it's very NECA-esque. It works good still. It's just like you don't really get much of like a natural waist turn on this thing. It's all in the chest here. Also, I hate that. You kind of have to bend it forward, turn them, and then kind of put them back, so you're not bumping the lines here. And while the tail is a bunch of segmented joints, it's not the most posable thing ever. It's pretty much flat there, kind of bend it there. Works all right. We'll do more with the review, but he's just, I don't know. I'm not blown away by it. It's solid. The Monster Arts is better, for sure. I know initially seen it too. I was like, I don't even know if I want to get the Monsters. I might just grab that thing, and I'm kind of glad I went vice versa. I don't know, maybe. We've actually been playing a lot of Space Marine, so I've been kind of thinking about grabbing a Space Marine action figure. We did one on the channel before. We didn't review it though, but it was a part of the. I turned a Godzilla figure into a Space Marine. I have a good one regenerator. So that happened. Yeah, because I was going to get the colored version. I ended up canceling it for the -1 because I'm getting another one of those in the repaint anyway, so I'll just use that for the review purposes. I'm fine just having the Monster Arts. Be honest, ones have been kind of tight around here lately anyways. But anyways, we're going to start cracking into these. As you can see, this is kind of how it prints off on the thing. It's got the supports on the bottom. I don't know on the channel, because to be honest, doing most things that aren't Godzilla related tend to not really get that many views on here. And even doing like the obscure stuff can be a bit hit and miss. If somebody wanted to send me one to do, sure. I have no problem. Always kind of comes in handy having little nippers for your 3D prints. These ones I have to sand down, so that one's going to be a little funner. Because these ones, I don't know why, but when I print them, the supports kind of fuse together. Could just be... It's probably just the way the file's set up, if I'm going to be honest. I probably could have set it up better, or have more separation there. But I've also had the problem of they don't stick to the plates, or it's too heavy, because the way it prints, it pulls off the plate and just keeps repeatedly adding stress to this section, because it's just one straight line. So I have to make sure it's at least like decently reinforced. But I probably could get away with something sort of like the way this one's supported. I think I just have too many supports. But I don't want to redo the file, and I'm lazy. What are we sending my way? I missed something. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I get Halloween off every year. Well, it's also my little brother's birthday is Halloween. So I have an excuse outside of just I want it out because of Halloween's. Okay, so we're going to have fun with drilling. Problem is, this has a really hard... I have this one for getting the drill bit going. Hopefully it's not dead. I got this guy too for doing stuff. I'm going to start with sanding. So it's going to get really, really loud. I actually still have to reinstall Modern Warfare because since I downloaded Space Marines, I don't have room on my Xbox for it. Because I got a Series S with not much hard drive. So I have to transfer Armored Core and Elden Ring over to my actual hard drive, and then I can do that. Okay, so this is going to look kind of weird. I stick a vacuum here. Honestly, I don't really need that part. I swear to God, I'm not doing anything inappropriate. Vacuum goes here. And then when I'm sanding, I just do it right around the vacuum hole so that it doesn't get everywhere. I don't have to wear a mask then. Probably still should, but I don't want to. So anyways, so like I said, it's going to get really loud here for a second. Or not. Cool. I think I unplugged it. I did unplug it. See, it's part of my basement in the back room. Because my only problem too is like, I want to play it. I would like to get the Terrifier skin would be sweet. Problem is I don't think any of that stuff's going to be good in like starting November. Because once November hits, oh, which one do I unplug? I guess that one. We're not airbrushing today. Once Black Ops comes out, like, we're not going to be playing it. So it's like, I'll have a cool Michael Myers skin, but we'll never use it. What the fudge? I plugged this in, right? Did I grab the wrong? I'm so confused. Did I grab the wrong cable? No, that's it. Okay, maybe it just wasn't in good enough. Hey, there we go. That didn't sound good. Glad you can make it, Doom. It's going to get really loud here in just a second. Good to go. Sorry, I shut this off for a second. Well, anyways, as you can see what I was doing there, I was just kind of sanding the bits down so this will actually fit in the mouth. Same with this. I have to do another little trick that I intend to do, but first and foremost, I gotta sand this part down, which is the fun part. Also, get off as much of this as humanly possible. Probably should wear glasses. I do have some safety glasses. After just seeing the resin flying around, I started contemplating grabbing them, but we're in a hurry. Okay. So I got that down. So now I have to sand this down to the base here to make it kind of flat. Actually, real quick, I am going to grab the mess. Just make my life a little easier. Make sure I'm not missing messages. Sometimes it likes to fudge up. Oh, I did see they're shipping the Godoras, which is super sweet. Not sure if you can hear me now. I see a lot of people laugh while I'm doing this. So that's kind of the end result. Just getting all the random chaff off of there. Sorry for the loud vacuum sounds. We're going to probably have a little bit more because I now have to do all the drilling. So I'm going to drill into this guy. Give these 5 their supports. Hopefully this is strong enough to do it. Same thing. Turn this guy on. Drill it in. Worst case scenario, I will have to use this thing. I don't want to, because this guy doesn't like the drill very easily. Worst case, I'll be doing this in the morning. Yeah, I might have to do that in the morning. The drill bit isn't quite strong enough to do what I need it to do. And then this one, which is much stronger, problem is battery's kind of dead. So I'm going to go charge that. I can, though, with this guy, real quick. I just got to add down in the bottom here, just a little groove for the ton to fit into. Kind of like so. Nothing too crazy, just a little divot there, just so it's got somewhere to rest. Rub it up. Anyways, how's everybody else doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing super awesome in the chat. 2000 done? Pretty close. Actually got him sitting here right now. There we go. The legs from the other stream worked really well, so now these don't slide around everywhere. Still a little, because of the weight, some of the stuff likes to pop out. And I got to figure out how to get it back in. There we go. But pretty much about set. I got the foam that we use for the insert. I got to paint black real quick. I need to spray them with some matte finish and clean up, like I clean up around the eye and tighten up the torso, which are all pretty quick stuff to do. But move on to the fun part. Like I said, I could do this other stuff in the morning before I go to work. I do got to paint these, which go pretty quick. Get a little bit of paint. Just basic white acrylic does wonders. These beams I do a couple of different ways. So real quick, zooming down here. Turn that off. Let's grab whatever flat brush I got. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Because I didn't get the stand printed, I'm not going to be able to make my life a little easier. So I got to do these in sections. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Oh, sweet. I actually have that same bootleg coming in. I plan on I'm going to convert it into to look like how he did at the end of -1, where he comes up from the water and he's like all damaged, his eyes are bugging out of his head and stuff. I want to make him look like that. And then just lightly for this, just go over it with the white. I usually start at the tip of the base of the mushroom. And mainly, I'm not trying to cover everything because I really want the blue to still be translucent through it, but just hit it enough just to get some color variety and it hits the high points of the bead. And I take my heat gun. Because it's acrylic, it dries really quick. Get a little bit more white on it, and then just go over the mushroom bloom. I don't really touch the back of the base on this. Yeah, I plan on having a little bit of fun with it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I tend to, I'll buy this stuff, I'll make it, and then I end up selling it. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a super fun one. And that's it. The only other thing I do, like I said, I got to drill a hole on the bottom for a stand to be able to fit into it. And then I clear coat them in a gloss so that the gloss makes it really like shiny and see-through. Spider-Man stuff, not too much. The only action figures I really have are from Into the Spider-Verse. I have a few things. I tend to try to stick with just collecting movie stuff for the most part for a lot. Movie, TV show things. I used to have a really big Maguire Spider-Man. But I ended up getting rid of that for payment for a commission. Because the guy was doing some work for me and used that to kind of help pay for it. The Spider-Verse ones are all not McFarlane. Marvel Legends, except for the Penny Parker and the Spider-Bot, are the Sentinel, I think is who made it. Because they're the only ones that made the two, so I have that one. Yeah, I wanted to get some of the other ones, but just like funds. I was just trying to just stick with just getting the Marvel Legends. Oh, I forgot to sand that bit down. We'll do that. Now these, I sometimes go over this with a silver beforehand. Oh, shnikes, I'm knocking things over. Still got some, I'll use some. If I don't, I'll probably just have to stick with white. Okay, I do have some silver. Just need a little bit, nothing too crazy. So I tried to paint these a little bit differently between them. So for the legendary, I go over it with a silver, and then I go over it with the white. Yeah, I love the way the 99 came out. I was hoping to have it kind of mostly wrapped up today. I'll be honest, I've been feeling like crap for a while now. It's just, I'll be honest, it's kind of hard to get kind of motivated to do things. But the legs are stable on it, which is good. I got to add the black to it. I was hoping to actually work on it a bit today, but after finding out that I mucked up and was supposed to have these out yesterday, I got to get these done real quick. Otherwise, the Etsy gods will keep yelling at me. Yeah, it's just like ever since I had that hypertension event, it's just been, I don't know. I just have like good days and bad days. Today has been more on the bad side. Sleeping's probably going to be a bit rough tonight, I imagine. Thankfully, tomorrow for work, it's a short day, so that should be cool. And then possibly going to go see Beetlejuice tomorrow. Also, you got a channel. Yeah, to be fair, I was just like, we were tempted to do some shorter videos for this. Honestly, I've been thinking about it because we need to do more shorts on the channel. And I've been wanting to do just like every day, just like grab a random figure in my collection and just go over it real quick. Just like a little 30-second video. Like 30-second a minute. Just be like, hey, this is this and this. Yeah, just like that, or just like showcasing random things. Because I think it'd be a good way for people to see, like, maybe see something that they didn't know existed or whatnot. Because I got like stuff ranging from like, prior to 80s is a bit harder for my collection, but like late 80s and on, I got quite a bit of stuff between Transformers, Turtles, you name it, even newer stuff, and then just some of the random the hell got in there? Oh, whatever. Just a lot of random stuff. Yeah, actually, real quick, I'll show you. I got a little more work in it yesterday. I got the basis. I got the base of the head figured out, or not the head, but the what you call it. His like headset piece that's on his head. I got the initial framed figure out. Oh, but anyways, for this one in particular, all I do is I put a lot of weight on it and then I rub it all off. And then what's in the recesses is what stays for the beam. Ooh, I totally forgot I have to sand this thing. Oh, crud. I slapped the paint on and just realized that there's certain sections of this I never. I gotta do some sanding. Okay, this is probably one of those fun ones. I'm gonna have to turn the thing on real quick to do some sanding. So it's gonna get loud again real quick. That being said, I'm gonna get both of the sanding things I gotta do out of the way real quick while we're doing it. So back up to looking at me a little bit. Cool. Like I said, it'll get loud here for a minute. Oh yeah, that Bowser's looking dope. I like too the way the body's set up. You could almost, if you wanted to convert it into other outfits, you have like a really nice basis for the body, and then doing like other jacked characters. Like if you could give like find somebody to put oh, I forgot the. Why didn't anybody remind me to sand the top of this thing? Totally forgot. Yeah, screw it. Ugh. Whew. Probably not good for my health, but you cover this in white, and then we're gonna take some alcohol on a paper towel and go back over it just to remove some of the white. Right to Scar King. Every time I start a review, just strike the pose. But just like I said, add some weight. Yeah, as I say with the vertical ones, we tend to get a lot. Not a lot of people tend to talk. We get more people in and out periodically, though. I'd say I'd like to do the more horizontal streams, but they just don't get nearly as much traffic. Like the YouTube algorithm just like despises horizontal streams. Anyways, put some alcohol on these paper towel, and then just go over it, wiping some of the paint off. Looks pretty good. Hit it with the blowgun again. There you go. Show a beam. Now once it's like I said, once you put a gloss clear coat on it, shines up and the translucentness tends to show through a little bit better. Yeah, I feel like I need to go. Like I need to make a 3D print a whip with the little crystal on it, and I could just be in the background, just like get them. Striking JoJo poses everywhere. I wonder if anybody's done that yet. Like because oh man, because they make those snakes that you just like you could literally like 3D print it as one solid piece, and then it moves. I need that, but a bone whip. Oh, you know what? They have those giant snakes. I remember seeing it at Target. Oh, don't give me ideas. Oh, now I got ideas. I seen that giant snake at Target. I could just get one of those, maybe two. I just have to find a crystal. For the haste, sorry, I showed you. For the hasty ones, I just go over it with some white, just like with the minus one. Nothing too crazy. Abra would be cool. I'd do Abra. I remember one year for Halloween when I was growing up, I was a crab. Well, sorry, I think it was a lobster outfit. My mom made a lobster outfit, and then I proceeded probably for the rest of the year. I would still dress up in the lobster outfit and just pretend I was Abra. I pretty much did that until I couldn't wear the damn thing anymore. Because I had like there was like a giant inflatable Godzilla, and I would pretend fight with the Godzilla in the lobster outfit. It was a good time. It's good times. I was probably like 6, 7, somewhere around there. Got some wet on the beam. Yeah, it's one thing about childhood memories. You either have like a no, it wasn't even 98. It was like legit Godzilla. It was like I don't think it was a fish. Like it was something probably like some like dollar store thing, but it was like Godzilla. But you like blew him up. It was like one like the Sock'em inflatables were really big. So you punch it and it would tip. It would like wobble all over the place. It was like one of those. I remember I broke it pretty quick. See, with like the original '98 inflatable, I broke pretty fast too. I have one still. Hands on in a, it's in a tote. There we go. Paint it up. That's pretty much all I can do today. I gotta drill the holes, so can't do much there. And honestly, probably should be getting off here soon, anyways, because I gotta get ready to go to work here in a few. No, like I said, this was like when I was like 5 or 6. So this was like early 90s. Like probably like 92, somewhere around there. That's a good one. I had the Jason X outfit. I rocked that one for Halloween one year. I realized it looked like crap, but it was like I thought it was sweet. Mainly the hat mask. I thought the mask was really cool. It was like one of those like crappy like foam body suits. I think part of it had like skin for the arm or something like that, and then it was like then you had the mask, which didn't really fit right. Happy birthday, Freddie. No, yeah, probably. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we got like a Dollar Tree or Dollar Family, like whatever was around back then. It was one of those like it wasn't meant to last. Oh, well, happy birthday to you. Oh no, I got randomly sitting in it. I was hoping to airbrush this today too, because we worked on the eyes the previous stream. I still got to fix the fur a bit, but I made the basis for the back piece. Nothing too crazy. I gotta like cut out the fit using a old Xbox 360 headsets, and then I gotta do another piece of foam over top of this to make it look more like one solid piece, and then add some detailing in it. But this will be underneath, and then it'll kind of hide this piece, so it'll just be the microphone you'll see sticking out. Is the hope. But yeah, so this goes on over there. Oh, kind of like so. I can sort of see you guys right now. Sort of talking. Oh, this jaw is fudged up. Okay, and then this. Actually, this kind of helps because I couldn't really see very well what I was doing the other day. And I think this felt like it was a good placement for everything. Where's the... Okay, there it is. I might be a little low. This can maybe stick out a little further looking at it, but the head kind of fit right. So that's cool at least. Well, I guess looking at the side, it was kind of short and the Nintendo Power thing you've seen. I got the jacket actually down here too. That's hanging out over here. I think the jumper I gotta modify comes in tomorrow. I found some gloves that were sort of the right colors. And then same with I found a jacket that'll work. Oh, I'm not putting it on upside down. I can't really see very well. Oh. This will be like hiding underneath the thing, but there's the coat. Anyways, it's good times. Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's hard to tell on the cover, but I think this is supposed to be shinier. But for $7, it's fine. Because, like I said, this is gonna be like probably a one-time costume, and I don't think I'll ever be putting it again. So I'm not trying to put a lot of money into it. I would maybe go to a con. I haven't tried these on yet. Hopefully these fit. Yeah, there we go. Works all right. Half tempted because you see in the thing he has like you can see some of the fur. I might go get some so I can have a little bit of fluff hanging out the glove. Oh. It's funny though. Oh, I bought this jacket like secondhand off some guy, and it's supposed to be a 2X, and I'm pretty sure it's like China 2X, so it's like just fits me. Oh, Fox said it's hot in there. It'll be it won't be too bad like for the Halloween thing because I'll be outside. Down here it's kind of warm. The Super Nintendo one doesn't really have the legs. You can see the boots, like the feet. If I get rambunctious enough, I was thinking about doing it. Movie killer could be. I was actually I started working on one a bit ago and never really got around to doing much with it. But we had a broken Jurassic Park mask that I thought would have been funny to like turn into something. Like maybe like doing like the teeth kind of look like blades and such, and then the mask be cracked and what have you. Yeah, like I said, a lot of what I'm doing, I'm basing it off of like the Super Nintendo cover, and it's like you can see the coverall pants, and then like here is where the boot would be, and then you see like that metal leg, and like I said, it just kind of looks like boots, weird shaped boots. So if I get around to that, that's like the one thing. Like if I don't get it done, I don't get it done. Because that'll probably just be like whatever cheap shoes. Oh man, I just threw out some shoes. I probably should have kept those. But just do some cheap shoes and just do some like thin foam over top of it, and then do just the basic wrapping around the leg and call it a day. Yeah, he's pretty much finished. I gotta do some joint tightening because the hands come off real easy. That's one thing I gotta do real quick. I want to try to tighten this up one more time for the stomach region. Other than that, everything else is working all right. It's just this wants to pop out a little easier. Like I said, it's kind of like I gotta sit around and do a bit of tweaking on it, and that'll be good to go. He's pretty much all done. I didn't really have to do much with the paint job. I gotta take a Q-tip to his eye. I still gotta do that, but I'll probably like. My plan is to do the clear coating and then I'll clean the eye up because I'll have to remove the clear coat anyways off the eyes or tape them off. Either would probably work. No problem, acid. But gotta do that. And then, like I say, he's pretty much wrapped up. Then it's just finding a box that he'll fit in, and then figuring out how much shipping is going to be. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this live stream. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys like Evo the Day, which channel donate, really would appreciate it. I might do a stream tomorrow. We're gonna go see Beetlejuice, and then I might try to review the Super 7 real quick so I can work on painting that thing because I could definitely use some monies. Monies helps a lot, especially with Halloween. Halloween tends to be an expensive time for us here. Also working on getting this guy back to being painted. I got some glue remover, did a run over it the other day, and it loosened up quite a bit of it. I got to do one more pass in certain couple of sections, and then reprimer it, go back over it. That's what I keep hearing. I actually rewatched Beetlejuice today because it's been a long time since I've seen the original. And it was funny enough, Casey was actually super into it, so that was actually pretty funny. Also, I forgot he just randomly tosses the F word out in the movie. Oh, anything else special going on? I gotta finish assembling a T-Rex. I got that dragon still. It's been hanging around here forever. I got the body finally done after fighting with the airbrush like 4 sessions in a row. I gotta spray paint the wings. That's what I keep forgetting to do. Might do that tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have some time for that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.